Kaiser's loyalty. Chapter 3: A Team of Two.
Nathan entered the station a month after Brian's death. The chatter in the hallway had died down. Someone stood up from behind a computer. One of the rookies tried to stand at attention, but Nathan just waved his hand. "Relax, I'm not a ghost." But Kaiser. He walked in like a master, calm, confident, his tail tucked, his gaze focused. He wore his new service collar, and all eyes were on him. The dog that a month ago had been lying in a corner of the shelter, eating nothing, was now walking beside the officer as if he had never left the service. "Well," the captain said as he greeted them outside the office. "Good old Riley's back, but with a new partner." "I couldn't stay away," Nathan replied briefly. The captain nodded. "We have a case that might suit you. Suspiciously clean jewelry store robberies. No signs of forced entry, everything's clean. Alarms go off a second before entry. That's a pro's MO. Cameras, turn them off an hour before the robbery. And here's the interesting thing. Someone deliberately left an empty box of men's cufflinks in one of the stores. The brand is Davenport & Sons." He looked at Nathan. "It's the brand worn by Brian," he finished. His lips curled into a thin line. "He gave it to me for a decade of service. It's Maverick's handwriting." The name hung in the air like a clap of thunder. Maverick is a legend in the criminal underworld. Genius hacker, ex-Special Forces. He went underground after a botched arrest. Nobody knew what he looked like, except one person, Brian, because Maverick was his brother. Nathan picked up the folder and turned around in silence. "Nathan," the captain stopped him. "Are you sure?" He turned around. There was something in his eyes that had long been forgotten in this precinct. More than forgotten. That same evening, Nathan and Kaiser found themselves near an old warehouse on the southern edge of town. According to recent reports, they'd been taking boxes of jewelry there before shipping them out. It looked legit. Too legit. "If I were a thief," Nathan muttered, "I wouldn't go where the guards are. I'd be the guards." The Kaiser growled, deafeningly, cautiously. "What do you see?" The dog moved slowly along the wall, stopping at a side door. Nathan crouched down and turned on the flashlight. The lock looked ordinary, but the paint on the knob was fresh. He put his ear to the door. Silence. Then a barely audible click. Shit. They were already inside. He activated the radio, called for reinforcements, and whispered, "Kaiser Fass." The dog entered silently, like a shadow. A few seconds later, a bark, a sharp one, then a yelp, a scuffle. Nathan rushed in with his gun. One of the thieves was on the floor, pinned down by Kaiser. The other took aim at him. "Freeze!" Nathan yelled. "Drop your weapon!" "Damn it!" He started, but he didn't have time. Shot, shoulder, no hesitation. Officers arrived and took them both into custody. But what Nathan noticed was that one of them had a medallion around his neck, just like Brian's. Only it was engraved on the back. "I'll be back when it's over." Later at the station, the prisoner confessed. He doesn't know the name of the man in charge, only the nickname, Maestro. He doesn't show up in person. Orders come in coded messages. But once he heard someone call him Maverick. Nathan was sitting on a bench outside the station. The night was warm. Kaiser lay beside him, his muzzle resting on his boot. "We're getting closer, boy. Can you feel it?" Kaiser looked up, and for the first time he yapped quietly. Nathan smiled, not loudly, but sincerely.
End of chapter. Thank you for watching. This was only the beginning. Don't forget to subscribe and tap the bell. The next chapter awaits.